on gravitation, the second series of gravitation. Here come gravitation. So today we are going to discuss about Kepler's law of planetary motion. Sir Johannes Kepler has discussed his three laws based on revolution of the planet, which is revolve around the sun. Each and every planet, right now we are live on the earth, so earth also revolve around the sun, Mars also revolve around the sun. I am just talking about planet, not about the satellites. You are saying ki sir, moon is also there, is this moon also revolving around the sun? No, it revolve around the earth and earth around the sun. Earth revolve around the sun and moon revolve around the earth. We know very well that is the celestial object or celestial body which revolve around the planet are known as natural satellite if they are naturally made, and such a planet means such a celestial object which we have created here and transmitted into the orbit of the earth are known as artificial satellite. So further we discuss on it, but first of all we will have to discuss about Kepler's law of planetary motion. Now what is the exactly law? Kepler has suggested three laws. These three laws are very important as we are just completing about state board examination. For that Kepler has take one cone. One cone has, for that we will have to see what is the exactly ellipse. Ellipse means what and how it is formed, because Kepler has given Kepler's first law, Kepler's second law and Kepler's third law. So we will discuss about first law. First law suggested that every planet revolve around the sun in elliptical orbit. Which orbit? In elliptical orbit. So first of all we will have to know what is meant by elliptical and what is meant by ellipse. For ellipse we have taken one cone. Had you ever seen the ice cream cone which you have gotten from the market? What you have to take, you hold the cone like that. Just you have to do that the upper portion comes down. Like that cone I have placed over here. One ice cream cone is there which is down toward the earth. At that time we have to merge it or cut from its own axis, means center point, pivoted center point. From that center point we have to cut the cone. So we get the structure which is exactly like this. That structure is called as ellipse. Here we will got the structure, means here like this one, here like this one. So that type of structure will get here, that is called as ellipse. To study further ellipse, about the ellipse, we will do one thing. We will take one ellipse. Basically we'll have to take one ellipse, just divide it into four parts like this. And when you divide it into four parts, just give a numbering like this, B, A, C, which is exactly given in your textbook also. Here comes your F1, here comes your F2. You have to join each and every one, each and every segment with each other. So how you will get the structure from B to, means here point B is there, B to F1. Like that point you have to join, and again this point is came toward the C, like this C point is here. I just make the draw here. And secondly you have to join from F2 to C point. Next point is you have to join F point to A point, and again this A point to F1 point. So we'll get the structure like this. Here we got the structure which is exactly equal like this, and afterwards we get structure over here like this. Like this structure will get. Here our B point is there, A point is there, F1 is there, F2 is there, and C point is there. I have just draw this complicated into a simple one. I just shifted this inner side diagram towards here only. Afterwards what we have to do, see, I just erase this image, and now I'll tell you or I'll explain you. Here AF1 plus BF1. What I'm saying, AF1 plus BF1 is equal to AF2 plus BF2. What I'm saying, see, ellipse we have taken, we have divided into 4 parts. Afterwards, each part we have placed a particular figure, particular number, that is particular A, B, C. Afterwards, F1, F2, we have joined each and every segment with each other. And afterwards, we got here, that is AF1 plus BF1 is equal to AF2 plus BF2. In that, this is the just a structure which we have taken to understand Kepler's first law. What exactly Kepler's first law said? Here, this F1 point is nothing but the foci point. It is also known as point of foci. We'll further discuss on. In last standard, you have discussed about focus, principal focus. If you have mentioned in 9th standard topic reflection of light, in that we have seen that is principal focus, which is exactly half of the distance of center of curvature to principal pole, pole. The half of the distance between center of curvature to pole, or we can again divide it, define it as like that, after reflection, incident light get meet at a particular point, that point is known as principal focus. So same, foci is nothing but the principal focus. Here what I am saying, foci is nothing but the principal focus, just just the pronunciation is different, but the meaning is same, that is principal focus. For that we have taken one orbit, which is exactly like this. One elliptical orbit I have taken. I have earlier told you that if we divide into 4 parts, which means here we locate a center. The center is located here. I erase this structure also, and hereby also, upper side also and downward side also, which means I'll get the center over this point. This is the center of the ellipse. You know, this is the half of the distance, which is nothing but the radius. And here also come radius. If we add both the radius, so we'll get the diameter. We don't need any diameter, we'll just have to particularly see about radius. We know very well in last standard, 9th standard, we have studied that is focus is nothing but the r by 2. Means whatever the distance of r means what? Radius. Radius divided by 2 is equal to f, which means here comes our f, that is foci. For your understanding, I am taking this. See, here come your focus of foci. I just erase it and make it here yes. Yes means what? Sun. What is meant by yes? That is sun. Now here we have taken AB, no? A, B, C point we have taken, no? So A point is nothing but our planet. So we suppose we taken as Earth. Earth is our planet. You know, students, just give us attention, that is each and every planet, not just Earth, not just Mars, not just Venus, not just Neptune. You have to learn by sequence also. For that sequence we have one trick, that is Mi, Vir, Ma. Mi, Vir, Ma. Mi, Mercury. Vi, Venus. Earth, Ma, Mars, inferior planets. Okay, Mi, Vir, Ma, Jussa, Ureni. Jussa, Ureni. In that also we have a same thing, but we don't need to understand by sequence mean, we'll just understand this one only. So Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Venus, whatever the planet we have taken, each and every planet revolve around the sun. No doubt, duration of their revolution, period of their revolution, period of their rotation is different for different planet. Some of the planet complete their rotation within some time, somewhat require a large number of time or large number of years they require. The time period is different for different planet, but the exactly what I mean to say, whatever the duration, whatever the time period, it doesn't matter, it doesn't dependent on time period, it only depends on the path. We have studied here only the path. The each and every planet revolve around the sun. Revolve around the sun. What I am saying about, I only said about planet. Note down, planet. Each and every planet revolve around the sun in elliptical orbit or ellipse orbit. Whatever the pronunciation you have taken, whatever the word you have taken, it doesn't matter. Each and every planet revolve around the sun in elliptical orbit. This is our first law. Okay, what the first law said, that is every planet revolve around the sun in elliptical orbit. Just write it down. Whatever I am saying, no, that all the things you have to write down. For that, take notebook and write it down immediately and give us a name here, that is yes, here's come your orbit and here's come your Earth, okay, planet. Now we further move for next. I just erase this, you just pause the video, write it down and just take it back and write it down the statements also. We'll go for next one, that is Kepler's second law of planetary motion. Here come E. Next, for that, Kepler's second law of planetary motion. For that second law, again we have taken same thing. One elliptical orbit we have to draw. One ellipse we have taken here. Okay. One ellipse we have taken here. Here situated Sun. Sun is situated or pivoted this point. Next. Now what we have to do here? See, just one planet is there, only one planet. I am just talking about one planet only. In the diagram also, I am just drawing the diagram as same as whatever the diagram is given in the test book only. I try to write it down. See, one planet is there. That planet orbit is like this. Firstly, when it start revolving, no, that time this much area from point A to point B, A, B. That is planet A. Means we'll take here planet E. Sorry, we don't take planet Z. Sorry, Z planet is there. In particular interval of time, the planet travel from A to B in particular unit of time. Whatever the time is, it doesn't matter. 5 hours, 6 hours, 10 hours, 20 hours, 1 day, 2 day, 1 year, 2 year, 1 week, 2 week, 1 month, 2 month, doesn't matter. Just we have taken a constant time period. We don't need to change the time period. We just took a constant time period over here. Next, A to B. A to B. It is our that is path. The trace area shows you the path which is covered by the planet in particular duration. In particular duration, planet has covered A to B. Okay, next. That same planet, same time period. That planet goes this point, cover that much area. Same planet, I am talking about same planet, no? Just the path is changes, just the position is changes. Here comes that planet, that is C to D, and trace area, that is cover area which is covered by the planet. Next, move further here. Okay, that is E to F. Okay, see, A to B means a path trace path A to B is for one planet, C to D for same planet, E to F for a same planet, but different path, means at on particular different position. Here, what the exactly second law said, if we draw imaginary line joining planet to Sun, what we have taken, one planet we have taken here, we have to join this planet to the Sun with the imaginary line. This is an imaginary line. Whatever the line I have taken here, this total lines are imaginary. This whole lines are imaginary. Whatever the line I have taken here, whole lines are imaginary. See, imaginary lines are there. Always imaginary lines are there. See, imaginary line joining between planet to Sun. Planet to Sun sweeps equal area in equal interval of time, which means that the trace path is nothing but the area. Here come area. Here come area. Imaginary line joining between planet to Sun sweeps equal area in equal interval of time. Equal area in equal interval of time. For example, I'll tell you in Hindi also, that is, अगर हमने एक planet को sun से imaginary line से join किया और ये line ना चल रही है, time period के साथ ये चल रही है, जितना भी ये area cover करेगी, जितने भी particular duration में cover करेगी ना, वो सारा duration कांस्टेंट रहेगा तो उस टाइम पे इस प्लैनेट ने जितना भी एरिया एक्वायर किया है वो भी कैसा रहेगा, इक्वल। देखो यहां पे ये ज्यादा दिख रहा है, ये बड़ा दिख रहा है ना, ये ए टू बी पाथ बड़ा दिख रहा है ना, नहीं, क्योंकि यहां पे भले ये बड़ा दिख रहा है लेकिन ये यहीं पे एंड हो जा रहा है, ये पास में एंड हो रहा है। ये देखो यहां पे ये इससे तो छोटा दिख रहा है लेकिन ये पीछे जा रहा है, विच मीन्स ये वाला जो एरिया है वो इसके एग्जैक्टली इक्वल है और ये वाला जो एरिया है वो इसके एग्जैक्टली इक्वल है। सो राइट डाउन द स्टेटमेंट, इमेजिनरी लाइन जॉइनिंग बिटवीन सन टू प्लैनेट और प्लैनेट टू सन स्वीप्स इक्वल एरिया इन इक्वल इंटरवल ऑफ टाइम। Okay, that is comes our second, Kepler's second law of planetary motion. Now our third law. Just pause the video, draw the diagram, we'll move further. Here I'll just make one changes. Kepler's third law. Kepler's third law of planetary motion. What is the third law exactly state that? Again same path you have to take in. Sun is also taken, that is yes, is nothing but the sun. Most of the students said that the source, it is not a source, it is sun. I have written there yes, which means sun, not for source. What the third law exactly said? See this, a planet is there, one planet is there which is moved from point A to point B. Point B. It requires some particular time. That requirement of time is nothing but the t. We just consider the time required to planet to move from point A to point B is nothing but the t. The t is the actual time period which is required planet to move from A to B. Next, here we see that the planet and sun have particular distance. Here also have some particular distance, that is we have taken that distance is r. That distance is also taken as a r. Here come distance r, here come distance r, here come distance r. So r is nothing but the distance. We know very well that each and every point distance is different. For that what Kepler exactly do, he has taken the square of time period, which means a planet require 2 minutes to move from point A to B, which means twice a square, which means square of 2, nothing but the 4, is directly proportional to r cube, means cube of 2 which is 8 is directly proportional to r cube, which means if you have a time period, if you have a calculate time period, so if you have take its square, the square of time period is directly proportional to r cube, which means it is come Kepler's third law. Kepler's third law state that square of time period is directly proportional to cube of its radius. The square of time period is directly proportional to cube of its radius. To remove this proportionality sign, we have used in one constant, that is t square divided by r is equal to, or like that for that sorry, I'll write it down over here, t square is equal to k into r cube, where k is nothing but the constant, k is equal to constant. Okay, k is equal to constant. Move this r toward this side, so we'll calculate here t square divided by r cube is equal to k. T square divided by r cube is equal to k. Here come Kepler's third law. I state all the law, I'll explain all the law. If you have a doubt, so below downside comment box is there, you just ask in that comment box. Second most important thing is there, this is very important law which we have taken here, and I'll explain you 3 statements further. Once again I'll tell you the statements are exactly like that. First statement is nothing but the that is every planet revolve around the sun in elliptical orbit, which is also known as law of orbit. Second is the square of time period, imaginary line joined between sun to planet sweeps equal area in equal interval of time. And the third law is square of time period is directly proportional to cube of its radius. That is the Kepler's third law of motion. Whatever the doubt you are having, just write down in the comment. If we are here, subscribe button is also there downside. Just beside of that, uske exactly bazu mein a bell icon is there. You have to press that bell icon, and on that you have to means 3 columns are there. You have to select all. where notification is on. Whenever we upload the video, you will get the notification on that particular time. You are able to see whole this videos at any time. Okay, thank you so much.